The nature of the mind is like a clear element, which we can compare to a clear soap bubble. This must be a transparent element. It is the element of clarity, with a shimmering sparkle within, depending on how you see it. This is the pure element, which is the mind itself. Now, when we consider the functioning of the mind, we visualize it as the image of a soap bubble. The clear part represents the mind, while the edge, the round part that surrounds it, is the soap bubble itself. We do not create the soap bubble, but it has the characteristic of the boundary of the essence of the mind. The edge of this mental substance has received some kind of energy, which is like a current that impacts it, similar to the wind hitting the surface of this clear material. It causes ripples. There is an impact and a perception at that moment. This impact and perception lead to a sense of obscurity. The characteristic of the murky colors may be a trait of whiteness, but it begins to overshadow clarity. The clarity that used to be clear transforms into whiteness. Now, it ripples, creating a value that defines what that thing is. This ripple represents the murky whiteness, which is a characteristic of assigning value. Then, it leads to embellishment, understanding, and the emergence of satisfaction or dissatisfaction, which is yet another ripple. The nature of the rippling is that when it ripples with satisfaction, it becomes a characteristic of pure white, clearly white all over. The clarity has disappeared, now covered by whiteness. This is a feeling of happiness. However, when it takes on the characteristic of emotion in dissatisfaction after the rippling occurs, it transforms into a clear substance, becoming murky and dark, like smoke that envelops. It becomes dark and cloudy, or even red. Red represents anger. The characteristics of color are traits of emotions, while the rippling is a manifestation of thoughts. The rippling has the shape of a clear blob with colors of white or murky black. These two characteristics gradually dissolve away. The signs linger for a while, then gradually fade away and dissolve, returning to clarity as before. This is simply to show this world that this clarity is covered by the characteristics of these signs, and the mind becomes attached to these signs, preventing it from seeing itself. It becomes entangled with these signs, thus holding on to and giving significance to being a person, an animal, or various matters. That's it.